This is how you create a CPN profile in 2026. I'll give you guys the full tutorial. So you will go to ssnverify.com and you guys will have to generate a number based on where you live. I recommend using your name for the CPN. So let's say you live in a certain state, just put in random numbers until it becomes invalid. So there we go. So this counts as invalid. You will be using this number. So you need to have your first and last name. Avoid putting a middle name, okay? You will put in your day of birth, exact day of birth. You will have the CPN number and you'll have your address, okay? I'm gonna show you guys how to get the address, but make sure you guys create a new Gmail. Okay, it has to have your name on it, and then make a phone number. You guys can use a text, app, phone number, does not matter, but it'll be better to use one like a prepaid or something like that, but any number will work. To get the address, you'll use post scan mail. So let's say you guys live in California, they will provide you with an address. So I'm gonna give you guys the pricing of post scan mail. So they got the starter, the standard, the premium, okay? So basically, it depends how many letters and packages you want to receive a month. If you guys are doing lots of volume and credit cards or whatever you guys are doing, then you guys can get the standard. But the standard includes the open and the scan. So you guys can add 3 recipients. And if you guys want to add an extra address, it will cost an extra $5, right? So you could just get the starter, but honestly, it's pretty cheap. Does not matter. And you will have to put it under your name, of course, and you get separate addresses that's not linked to you. So all the mails, all the credit cards that get shipped to this virtual mailbox will be forwarded to your real address. So technically, it won't be linked at all. After you get this address and pay for the service, you will apply for a Credit One credit card. But it can be any bank. It does not matter. But it needs to be a bank where you guys don't bank with, to be honest, like a random bank. So you could do Discover. Of course, you're going to get denied, but this is how you get into the credit system. You could also apply for an auto loan. That counts as well. Auto loans don't really put a hard inquiry on your credit. Then after that, you want to apply for all these store accounts, okay? And this is before you open the Credit Karma account. So apply for all these. And I recommend you guys do all of them, to be honest, if you guys want strong public records, or do at least 40 to 50 of them. Okay. Then you do list it yourself, but you could do this before that. You go to individual, put your whole CPN information, then confirm add to listing. Okay. After this, you will create a Credit Karma login. This is the Credit Karma. You could also make an Experian login. This is how you track your credit score, track the trade lines. But definitely add primary trade lines after you guys create the Credit Karma. This is how you get a score. This is how you can get approved for credit cards and loans. I'm gonna show you guys where to apply for them after this site review. So you guys can literally just add any of these trade lines. This is the cheapest one, by the way, the 200. Or you guys can add a trade line package. Comes with everything right here. All open credit cards installments for 400. But the discount takes off 120, so you'd be paying 280. Or you could purchase a CPN, but it's good to have multiple CPNs. And the companies already apply for credit cards, so you get 3 credit cards shipped to you. And another site that sells CPN is CPN Package. They have a cheap one right here. You guys can get credit cards up to $10,000, $15K in loans, and they do have trade lines as well. So once you guys have the credit score, you guys can apply for anything or purchase a CPN if you guys want to make it easier and apply. So CPN Package links all the credit card sites for you guys to apply. These are the best sites, and they do have the loan sites on the top right here. Their email is on the top if you guys want to contact them. But that's pretty much the full rundown. You guys create the number, you guys do public records, you guys add the trade lines and apply for, these loans, credit cards. And for the documents, you guys can just use your own IDs. It does not really matter. You could just change your address temporarily or just edit them on Photoshop or wherever you guys use to edit the address and stuff. But it's very simple, guys. You can get approved for lots of credit cards, lots of loans. You guys can make as many CPNs as you want. You guys can use different addresses. It's basically free money, all right? If you guys found this helpful, subscribe, visit the sites in the description. I'll see you in the next video.